Hello guys, welcome to the channel Math Ko Math with Aditya. In this video, we'll be seeing the exercise 1.4 of real numbers. So let's start. Hey guys, this is the question 1 of the exercise 1.4 of real numbers. So in this question, without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating but repeating decimal expansion. So there's a theorem in our book where it is said that if a number is having a terminating decimal expansion, so the denominator would be of the form 2 to the power n into 5 to the power m. So this is what the character of a denominator of a terminating decimal expansion should be. And for a non-terminating expansion, if you have something other than 2 to the power n or 5 to the power m, the number would be a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So let's move for the first question. So in the first question, you have 13 divided by 3125. So let's see, here we have 13 divided by 3125. So here you would be doing the prime factorization of 3125. As you can see, the last digit is 5, so you can always divide by 5. So 5 6 are 30. 1 would be the left one. So 1 and 12 is 12. So 5 2s are 10. 2 would be left. 25 is 5s of 5. Again, you will be dividing by 5 as you have 5 at the last. So 5 1s are 5. 1 would be the remainder and 2. So it would become 12. 2 5s are 10. Again, 2 is the remainder. And you have 25 here, and 5 5s are 25. You are left with 125. Once again, you will take it with 5. It would be 2 5s are 10. So 2 and 25 will be again at the last. So you will have 25 again. And again, as 25 is there, you will divide it by 5 to get 5. And one more 5 to get 1. So this is what the factorization is. So you can express the denominator, that is 3125, in the form of 5 to the power 5. And as you know, we had to prove that if the denominator has 2 to the power n or 5 to the power m, that is, if it has 5 or 2 to any degree as its factor, it would be having a terminating decimal expansion. So this was very easy. You just had to do the factorization and see if it has 2 and 5 or 2 or 5 as its factors. So let's move on to the second question. So in the second question, you have 17 divided by 8. Again, you will be doing the factorization of the denominator. So you can write 8 as 2 cube. It's a very known fact. So you can express 17 divided by 8 as 17 divided by 2 cube. Again, we have 2 to some power as its factor. So this number will have a terminating decimal expansion. Let's move on to the third one. So in the third question, you have 64 divided by 455. Again, as you see, we have 5 at the last. So in the factorization, we'll be dividing by 5. So 5 9s are 45 and 5 1s are 1. You are left with 91. And for 91, you know, you will be taking 91 is 13 into 7. Because 91 is directly 13 sevens are. So you have got the expansion of 455. So you can write it as 64 divided by 5 into 7 into 13. And as you have seen, we just have to have 2 or 5 as the factors. But here we are having 7 and 13. So this number will have a non-terminating decimal expansion. So now let's move on to the fourth one. Here you have 15 divided by 1600. Now we'll be doing the factorization of 1600. As you have 0 at the last, you can divide it by 2. So 2 8s are 16, zeros and zeros. Again by 2, 800 divided by 2 is 400. 400 divided by 2 is 200. 200 divided by 2 is 100. 100 by 2 is 50. 50 by 2 is 25. And 25 is 5 square. So you can express the denominator as the 6th degree of 2 into 5 square. So here you are dividing 15 by 2 to the power 6 into 5 square. But here you have 15 as the numerator, which can be cancelled by 5 for the first power. So here you can cancel. So 5 would be left for the first power, and here you will be left with 3. So this can be written as 3 divided by 2 to the power 6 into 5. And as you see, here you have the expansion of the denominator in the terms of 2 and 5. So this number will have a terminating decimal expansion. So now let's move on to the fifth one. So for the fifth question, you have 29, that is a prime number, divided by 343. This is very direct because we know that 343 is the cube of 7. So 7's cube is 343. So here you have 29 divided by 7 to the power 3. In the denominator, you do not have the factors 2 and 5. So as you have guessed it, this number will have a non-terminating expansion. It's very simple. You just have to see that if that factorization of the denominator has 2 or 5. So here you can have 2 as the only factor, 5 as the only factor, or both 2 and 5 as the factor. And if this is so, your number would be terminating, and if any other factor is there, your number would be non-terminating, as in this question. So now let's move on to the sixth question. The sixth question is 23 divided by 2 cube 5 square. Here this question has made your work even easier because you have got the factorization in the question itself. So here you have 23, that's a prime number, divided by 2 to the power 3 and 5 to the power 2. As you see, 2 and 5 are the factors of the denominator, therefore this number would be terminating. Let's move on to the next one. Here you have 129 divided by 2 to the power 2, 5 to the power 7 and 7 to the power 5. You don't have to do anything. You have seen 7 as the factor in the denominator. Therefore, you can write directly that this number will have a non-terminating decimal expansion. Let's move on to the next one. In the next question, you have 6 divided by 15. I won't be doing the factorization because this number is very direct. You can write 2 into 3 is equal to 6 and 15 is 3 into 5. Very direct. Cancel this 3 from the numerator and denominator. You will be left with 2 divided by 5. And as you see, you have 5 as the denominator, and the degree is 1. Therefore, this number will have a terminating expansion. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is 35 into 50. 35 can be written as 5 into 7, and 50 can be written as 2 into 5 into 5. that is 5 square. 5 would be getting cancelled. 7 would be divided by 2 into 5. Again, as you can see, 2 and 5 as are in the pairs of the denominators prime factors. Therefore, this number will have a terminating decimal expansion. And now let us move on to the last part. So for the last part, you have 77 divided by 210. So as you can see, 210 is 21 into 10. So you can write it in the form of 21 into 10. And now let's write the factors. 77 can be written as 7 into 11. 21 can be written as 7. 21 is nothing but 7 3s are 21. So you can write in the form of 3 into 7. And 10 is 2 into 5. 7 and 7 get cancelled, but still you have 3 as the factor. And this 3 makes this number a non-terminating decimal expansion. So this was the very basic solution, and it was nothing but a lengthy question. And I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.